the backdrop of Westminster Abbey, where we're going to see the funeral for the Queen in just a few days. Right over our shoulder here, a beautiful, beautiful shot, and such a different shot from what we were here for with the Jubilee. Behind us, we had Buckingham Palace celebratory event with the Queen on the balcony at the time, but so different here now.
A very different day today, and it's a historic backdrop for our next conversation. We want to bring in ABC News royal contributor Alisa Anderson. And Elsa, we spoke with you on the day that we found out that the Queen had died. And I'm curious, I know you had such a close personal connection with her, you worked for her, and as you watched her coffin being moved from Buckingham Palace here to Westminster Hall, what were your thoughts as you watched so many people come together to pay their respects?
I think I was really struck by the silence and the quiet and respect by the crowds. Looking at the procession, I could see 3 members of the Queen's personal staff, her 2 main valets, walking in front of the coffin. And I could just think, you know, they've worked for her for 30, 40 years, and the emotions that they must be going through at the moment in such a public atmosphere must be extraordinarily hard for them. And it just brought back so many memories of the Queen Mother's funeral, Princess Diana's funeral. So I was really struck by all of it.
You know, head of state, head of the armed forces, woman of faith is what you remember her as.
Absolutely. The Queen is the Supreme Governor, was the Supreme Governor of the Church of England, and her Christian faith meant an enormous amount to her. So she would pray in private every day. She would obviously pray publicly. It really meant, I think that would be a comfort to her. I mean, she was not afraid of death. She's not afraid of dying. And she thinks, you know, we all belong to the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, and I'm curious what your thoughts were as you watched her family really unified, walking behind her coffin. We saw, of course, King Charles, his siblings, and then more notably, perhaps even, William and Harry walking side by side.
A real sense of unity and family on a public arena. That's really struck me. So the common bond, and you could see the grief really etched in their faces, I thought. And it was lovely, them in military uniform. Obviously, King Charles is now head of the armed forces, so who's wearing his RAF uniform. But I just thought it was a real show of unity and exactly what the Queen would have loved.
Elsa, we can't thank you enough. We've talked to you, of course, you've been giving us your expertise. Again, we were on the air with you the day she died, but also you've been mourning through this as well. You lost somebody who's very special to you, so we appreciate you and your time.
Oh, thank you.
And taking some time for your loss. Thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.